Ahoy everyone, welcome to another episode of the O Show. I'm Owen, I'm here for your amusement. Okay, I got a good movie today. It's an O positive review, okay? Yay. Alright, so for today's episode, we are going to talk about Mickey 17. Now, I didn't know what this movie was about. I think I might have saw one or two trailers for this prior to me seeing the movie. But other than that, I just kept seeing the movie poster. And I didn't know, all I knew, Robert Pattinson was in it, and that was it. I had no idea who else was in this movie. So as I was just kind of looking through movies this weekend, I noticed that Toni Collette was in it. And if you saw my holiday review of Krampus, I love me some Toni Collette. Okay, so I was like, Toni Collette! Oh, let me get my ass to the theater right now. So, yeah, so I went in blind. I had no idea what this movie was about. And I am happy to say that I left the theater really liking it. Now, I will talk about some negative things. Not a lot. And I'm going to try to keep this a spoiler-free review, because I do recommend people seeing this movie. But it is a sci-fi meet dark humor. There's a lot of dark humor in this movie, but it is funny. So, we have, again, Robert Pattinson is in it. Now, he plays Mickey. And the reason the movie is named Mickey 17 is because he has signed up for this program where if he dies, this program has a machine that will actually just copy his body and print out a new one. And so he has died 16 times. Okay, and now we have number 17. So, what's happening is there is Earth, and I guess Earth has been trashed, because every time we have a movie in the future where people are going to other planets, we have fucked up the Earth. Like, what is happening? So, Earth is trash, and now these people are trying to colonize this, like, frozen planet somewhere. But, so a bunch of people are trying to get to be part of this new colony. So Mickey signs up for this thing called an expendable, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I read the paperwork, but he didn't, and so he didn't know that that's exactly what he was signing up to do. He's going to be the person where when they go to this planet, they have to like test gas, test the atmosphere, test this, test that, send him out, and if something happens, like, well, we didn't lose anyone because we could just print out another Mickey." So that's what's happening. Like, they're using him as like the guinea pig for all the experiments, so that they can get like vaccines and test this and test that, right? So I do have to say, I'm not a huge Robert Pattinson fan. Like, I can't stand those Twilight movies. I thought it was okay as Batman, and I know he's done other things. I can't think of any other movie on the top of my head right now. But I will have to say, his voice, I kept having to remind myself that is Robert Pattinson, because he has this crazy voice from beginning to end. And not only just his voice in the movie, he's narrating the movie too. So I kept thinking like someone else is narrating. I was like, is that his voice? So I was really entertained with that. And then on top of that, there's these things called multiples that you should not have. So I'm just going to leave it at that. I'm not going to say too much, but that's really what the movie is about. So, which I didn't tell you anything really, because it's spoiler free. But I thought the cast was pretty good. You have Mark Ruffalo, and he's playing this politician who's had a failed career, but he's like rich, and now he's like ahead of this whole colony, and he's very Donald Trumpish. He's like a cross between Donald Trump and all the leader people in the Hunger Game movies, who are just over the top with crazy hair and outfits and teeth. so that's what they were going for. You nailed it. So yeah, then Toni Collette plays his wife, who has this weird obsession with sauce. That's all I'm going to say. But those two as a married couple were like hilarious. I did like them together. You have Steven Yeun, from Walking Dead fame, and he plays Mickey's best friend named Timo. Timo. Not Timu. So, I don't know. His character was fine. There was this weird, like, drug sub-story that didn't go nowhere, I guess. I don't know. I thought something more was going to come from these drugs that he's selling. But anyway. Mickey's girlfriend is this actress. Oh, crap. What was her name? Naomi Aki, right? And she plays this character named Nasha. I like her character. She was really good. She's like this officer, sergeant character in the movie, but her and Robert Pattinson were pretty good together. And then we have these non-human characters who are like the other stars of the movie. In the movie, they call them creepers. And it's like, okay, they're really huge, right? They're like the size of, well, shit, they come in all sizes. But like the biggest one is like the size of an elephant. It's like a cross between, I would say, like an armadillo, the roly-poly bug, and like a graboid from the movie Tremors. They're really fun. Like they serve a big part in the movie, but especially like towards the end. But I had a really good time watching them. So other than that, like the movie was pretty interesting. The storyline was fine. I will have to say, usually if I go to see a movie that's long, I usually don't feel the length of how long we've been sitting in the movie theater. But I will say, this movie, I really was like, damn, like, when is this movie going to end? Like, it just keeps going. This movie, you guys, is 2 hours and 17 minutes. Did they do that on purpose because the movie's called Mickey 17? I didn't know it was 2 hours and 17 minutes. I was literally like, why is this movie still happening? Like, there were so many things that could have been taken out. There was this weird, complicated threesome relationship going, but not really. Anyway, there's this girl that like kind of comes in and like, I don't know, there's a I'm not gonna, you know what? No, I'm not gonna say anything. But yeah, that whole like love thing, I don't think we needed that. That could have just gone somewhere else. But anyway, you guys, the movie's good. It was really fun time. I didn't expect it to be what it was. So yeah, I do recommend you guys go see Mickey 17 if you can. Let me know in the comments if you did. What did you like about the movie? What didn't you like? I'm trying to keep this free, so there's so much more I want to say, but no, I'm not going to say it. Go watch the movie. If I had to rate Mickey 17, I would give it like a 3.5. I would give it a 3.5, but I don't do halves with my shots. So I'm going to just round it up to a 4, because I did have a good time. I would probably just put it down to 3, but it was good. Alright, so cheers! Okay. Ooh, okay. Alright, you guys, so please like this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I will see you all in the next episode. So until then, TTFN.